E3, or Electronic Entertainment Expo, is an annual convention hosted by the Entertainment Software Association in Los Angeles, California in the US. E3 is regarded as the world's premier trade show for computer, video games and related products, and is also the largest convention hosted in Los Angeles. E3 took place from the 3rd to the 7th of June this year, and joining me from our bureau in Cape Town to share his experiences at this year's convention is Ramone Pickover, Category Manager for Games at Kalahari.com. Ramone, welcome. Now, it's been 2 weeks since you've returned from Los Angeles. Can you give us a quick overview of some of the highlights at this year's E3?
Well, all the major key players actually had a really good showing this year, specifically Nintendo, where they showed a little bit more detail about the Wii U console, which is it's the new Wii that's going to come out at the end of the year. Also, PlayStation showed a lot of key products as far as really, I'd say, hardcore games go. They also displayed some stuff with Wonderbook, which is also made by J.K. Rowling. Xbox had a really strong showing with a new technology called Smart Glass as well, and also some really key product like Halo 4.
Now, you've mentioned all of those consoles, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo. Who's ruling the roost internationally, and how are they faring on the local front?
Well, internationally at the moment, Xbox has the largest console base, with PS3 a close second. We declined a little bit in the last year. The reason being is obviously because they announced their new console last year at E3, and then they said that they were going to actually release it last year, but they pushed it to the end of this year. So Xbox locally as well is also quite a strong competitor, but at the moment PC is the strongest format in South Africa.
Now, globally, the video gaming industry is valued at about $65 billion US. What is South Africa contributing to that cut of the revenue pie?
Well, South Africa is sitting at around about, at the end of 2011, they're sitting at 1.7 billion, which is quite high, especially when you consider it's bigger than music and DVD as well.
What's contributing to the success? Why are people in South Africa so interested in gaming?
Well, I think that it's an interesting entertainment format where the games themselves have become a lot more like movies. They've really sort of increased the value of someone having a home entertainment console at home. It's a full entertainment device where you are the hero in the game or the story or whatever you're playing. Even when it comes to a casual game, I mean, it's something that you can keep on playing and you can continue to play. Whereas a DVD or music, you can listen. Well, okay, music not so much, but DVD you can watch it once or twice and that's about it. But games you can keep coming back to.
Let's look at your average gamer in South Africa. Interestingly enough, I see that on your statistics that women are contributing to a lot of the sales on the Kalahari.com site. Are they buying for their boyfriends, or are they actually playing the games?
Well, I think it's a mixture of both. You've probably got about a 50-50% split there, as well as mothers buying for their children. I'd say that the female market has grown substantially since the Wii was introduced. The Wii, had a game called Wii Fit, which was a fitness game, and basically introduced a lot of females into the gaming genre. So what happened is that those players wanted something more and wanted to play more hardcore titles, wanted to get into the gaming field, and I've definitely noticed a huge increase in female gamers in South Africa in the past 2 years.
Speaking of the gaming field, things like LANing and shared gaming platforms, how's that growing in South Africa?
Well, I mean, you've got huge LAN events, specifically at the Rage Expo, which we will be taking part at. It's in October, from the 5th to the 7th of October. They've got the biggest LAN session in South Africa. I mean, the online market is huge, and most games are connected online, and most people are playing online right now. So, not just local LAN events, which used to be the case where people used to go play in their basement or garage with a whole bunch of friends. They are now playing huge events, and they're playing internationally as well, where we're competing against players around the world.
Let's take a look at some of those hot titles. Which titles are set to be the most lucrative this year? I know that for Kalahari last year it was Battlefield 3 and Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Is Diablo 3 on that list?
Well, Diablo 3 definitely, I mean, but that's been released already. So Diablo 3 did phenomenally well in South Africa. We had a midnight launch of the game, which was highly successful. But at the end of the year, I think we're going to see quite a different picture. I mean, we're going to see the new Call of Duty coming out, which is Call of Duty Black Ops 2. We've got FIFA, which comes out every year, FIFA 13. I played a bit of that at E3. It was fantastic. You know, you've got Assassin's Creed 3, Far Cry 3, the Wii U, which is coming out at the end of the year, which is a new console format, which has at least 23 launch titles on the format. I mean, the list is actually endless. I mean, the software showing at E3 this year was massive. So I really expect a good festive season for gaming.
Ramone, fantastic. Thank you for joining us. That was Ramone Pickover, Category Manager for Games at Kalahari.com.